thank you all for being here. This is rather humbling to be candid with you. It's an honor to be in service to so many good people, and it's a privilege to be a friend of each and every one of you. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. Let me also thank our staff, Chris Jadick, Sandy Mooner, Shelby Tudor, Mark Flores, Mike Maniscalco, Jewel Duran. If I've missed anybody, I apologize. We have a great volunteer up from Raleigh today, Joshua Cruz and his wife Josette, who came in. He is a wounded warrior himself, and people working together is really the heart and soul of Enable America. A lot has changed in the last 10 years, but the commitment and support of people like Senator Tom Harkin, Governor Chet Culver, Chairman Bill Young, and many of you and your organizations has been unwavering, and for that we are appreciative as well. You know, 10 years ago there wasn't the new revised Americans with Disabilities Act. There was no treaty pending before the Senate to approve the rights of people with disabilities throughout the world. There was no legislation encouraging and setting goals for government agencies to hire people with disabilities. A lot has changed. Technology has dramatically changed the world of people with disabilities. The new generation, the ADA, Americans with Disabilities generation, the ADA generation, these kids know no bounds. They have their technology, they're armed, ready for combat. They're ready and wanting to enter that workforce. Continuing to build those bridges is going to be a very, very important aspect of our next 10 years. For that young ADA generation, it's critical that they are not dispelled. The concerns with support to bring people with disabilities into the workforce should not go unnoticed. They still exist. Out of the $357 billion we, the taxpayers, spend every year to support with people with disabilities, their health, their needs, their transportation, only 1.2% of that money goes into education and training for jobs, skills, and getting people ready for the workplace. The concern goes further for when these young people sign into a government program, SSI, SSDI, Social Security income, and other benefits, only 0.005%, a half of a percent, ever return to the workforce, ever come off of those programs. It is not different for our veterans that are disabled. The Gulf II veterans since 2001, over 28% of them have life-altering disabilities. Huge numbers of people that want to and deserve to have a piece of that American dream in their everyday lives. And that's our mission, to keep building those bridges to get there. Over the years, we have taken the time to go out throughout the community and listen and learn. 28 to 30 cities, in over 18 states and the territories. And that started and continues with our community connection meetings. Enable America has taken a different approach, all-inclusive, maximizing the benefit and the use of any and all community-based organizations, social service agencies, and government organizations to do the job. In those listening tours that started and ended in Des Moines, Iowa, I was called aside by a mother one day who said, "Before you leave, could you go by the VA and talk to my son and his friend? You know, I moved here with my little business so they could work with me while they were going through the rehabilitation process, and all they want to do is sit there all day." I did stop by the VA and sat down with these two young men and said, "Hey guys, why are you just sitting here? Why don't you get out and do some things? You don't have to stay here all day waiting for your next appointment." "No, we're not really comfortable doing that." That was resounding to me because I heard myself. I heard those same words that had come out of my mouth when I was a kid. I was 16 years old, going on 17, and all of a sudden I couldn't see, and I wanted to stay in my room the rest of my life. And I was in that room for an eternity or two until some friends, comrades came by and said, "We're going to take you out tonight." And I said, "No, I'm comfortable right here, just like those two guys in the VA lounge." "No, you can come out with us. We'll tap on the window. You can climb through. We'll catch you on the other side. And not to worry, when we bring you home, we'll put you back through the window and nobody will ever have to know you left." I said, "Oh, well, no thank you." Well, the tap came at 11 o'clock that night, and my friends caught me on the other side of that window, and we went out. And riding back home that night with the windows down and the music playing and telling a few jokes, I forgot all but a brief minute that I couldn't see. I didn't even think about it. Well, we got back, and my dad said, "You know, you need to let us know when you're leaving the house, son." "Yes, sir." Good Navy family there. "Aye, aye, Skipper, we'll do that." And the other thing he said sort of represents what we do today. He said, "You need to be on the other side of that window for others that will follow." Enable America is a hands-on organization. As you heard, we don't wait and tell people what to do and see how it comes out. Hands-on, we take them out for mentoring days, give them opportunities to see what opportunities might be there for them. Train them, job readiness skills, hold business-to-business breakfasts so business people can share with their fellow colleagues what an experience that loyalty, dedication, reliability of having people with disabilities in that workplace. The morale factor in the workplace. My gosh, if I thought I had a problem this morning, I see someone that is managing a multiple disability, my experiences with that burnt toast go away very quickly, and the morale goes up throughout the organization. We'll continue doing those things and continue building, and with your help, grow those programs in the next 10 years. But one of our key pillars, civic engagement, is something that we haven't had a great deal of time to work with. And in the next 10 years, we're going to build those bridges into civic organizations, community-based organizations throughout this great land. Leverage their goodwill, their efforts, and their people to help connect with those 28, 30 million people with disabilities in this country, capable of working. Fewer than 6 million are working today. And help those folks leverage their loved ones, their friends, and their families into the workplace. Unite people with disabilities to exercise their rights as the largest single minority in this country, a minority that each of us can join tomorrow, knowingly or unknowingly. And from a perspective of helping good folks like Senator Tom Harkin make a difference through policy, get some voting power behind them as well. So as we move forward, I ask you to join with us, hold hands, and let's make a difference. Make a difference in the next 10 years so that we can increase those opportunities. Allow people, especially this ADA generation coming up, these wounded warriors and their families, really live, enjoy, and embrace the American dream. Thank you for being here tonight, and thank you all for all you've done to get us here as well. We didn't do it ourselves. Thank you.